Let's crack-a-lackin', fellow YouTubers. So I got those wands that I'm selling on Etsy off of the workbench, and right now they are just dry enough I could stick them by the windowsill for them to dry a little bit more. There's spots on them that are still covered in podge where it's drying. Once the podge is done drying, it dries completely clear and it makes it shiny. So right here we have the orange wand, which is done. The podge seems to have dried quite nicely. It's all clear and shiny. This is the orange wand that I carved out. A lot of people really like the copper on the handles. I thought I'd try something different with the wands this time, and that definitely looks like a wand. The only other one that's done besides the orange one would be this clear one, and again, just the podge and no paint and copper handle. Yeah, definitely produced a cool looking wand. There will be 12 of these wands going up for sale on Etsy, and they're going to be $34 a pop, so a little bit more expensive than your leather handled wands, of course. But that's still a fair price considering they're real magic wands. They're capable of producing real magic. Left the window cracked open and put the remaining wands by the window. That way those little spots of podge can dry a little bit quicker. I wasn't sure how the copper was going to turn out for a handle, but actually it didn't turn out too bad. Yeah, those are some good looking wands, man. We'll see how quickly they sell out. And I definitely have plenty of copper to do more of these handles. So if the general reception for these is good and people seem to like them, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say when they'll be done because I honestly have no idea. But as they finish drying up, the ones that are dry first all the way through get put next to the other two. And yeah, they're definitely coming together pretty nicely. Yeah, that's a good looking product. Like here's, for example, here's the green wand, and what do you think? Like right there, you can see where the podge is still drying just a little bit, spots like that. And once the podge dries, it dries clear and it makes it shiny and it seals everything. Let's see. Here's another example of what I mean by that. You can see where the podge is still drying. Yeah. Right, all that white stuff, yeah, it's drying, and it'll dry nice and clear. This one's black with a green tip. This one, on the other hand, is the glow-in-the-dark wand. And I'll look around at them, and see here if they're done drying. I may end up leaving these on the windowsill overnight and just letting them dry all day tomorrow. That way they get done. But yeah, these are some good looking wands. I think charging more for a copper handled wand is fair, as this stuff is particularly difficult to make the handle with. I didn't just get some cheap craft copper wire from this Walmart. I actually went to Home Depot and got real legit copper wire. And it comes in like multiple strains that are twisted together. And it's a tad bit difficult to cut. You know, it takes a minute to like sever it, and then when you're tying it to the wand, it pokes you in the hand if you're not careful. No, it didn't cause any bleeding, thankfully enough, but still. But once the podge dries on top of the copper wire, all those strains are pretty much sealed to the wand, and they're relatively safe to hold. Yeah. The copper handle is definitely a nice touch. Those look like real wands that you'd see in like a wizard shop or scratch my nose there. But yeah, those definitely look like wands you'd see in a magic store or maybe in like a book. I'm actually really excited to see this batch come together. I've been working on it for like the last 2 to 3 days. And yeah, you could definitely see them for sale on Etsy sometime next week. I won't particularly say when. That'll give y'all a fair chance to buy one if you want, because you know, once they're gone, they're gone, and then I'll make more. And making the batches smaller makes them easier to ship and get out. Also, when ordering a wand from my Etsy store, be sure you give me the correct address. Okay, don't give me an address and then 2 weeks later send me an email on Etsy. Oh, I gave you the wrong address. Could you change it? Kind of hard to change the addresses when they're already in the mail. So, that being said, where the hell is, oh, there it is. I mean, take a look at my wand, for instance. It has a leather handle. There's a difference. And I put the tip of a claw ring near the this part right here. But yeah, those wands should be done drying. Hopefully, as soon as they're all done drying, I'll post them. Just leave it at that. I can't guarantee when they're going to be done drying, but they're dry enough that I can set them to the side and let them continue to dry. I got 2 done, so that means there's 10 more left to go. And most of them are pretty much almost done drying. Some of them, like I showed you, have tiny little spots of podge that are still drying. And once they're done drying, I put them on the table next to the others. And yeah, those are good looking wands, man. Hopefully they sell quickly. I've been kind of teasing the fans a little bit with making them, and been getting a lot of positive feedback from my fans. They're like, yo, those handles look cool, man. So you may end up paying like, with like shipping, it may be a little bit more expensive. But I assure you, it is worth it. Now, even though it didn't take me very long to make these, that's because I'm a skilled wand maker, YouTube. It may take other people a little bit longer, you know. And, well, I've got a system down to where I can get them done pretty quickly, and they still have a nice high quality. I was going to do custom colors, but eh, stick to what's been selling on Etsy. So this will be the first time I'll have copper handled wands sold on Etsy. Pretty much every batch of wands up to this point has been made out of leather handles and sticks, and these wand sticks have copper on the handle, and I'm not going to try to toot my horn too much, but I do like the way they look with the copper. That looks nice. Those will make a lot of people happy. Now each wand also comes with a handwritten autograph, so I gave you an autograph that I signed to go with it. You know, that's cool. Whether I sign the back of a sticker or a piece of paper, it doesn't matter. A lot of people don't know that, but you don't have to request an autograph when you order your wand. It automatically comes with one. Because a lot of people are like, upon request, and I'm just like, oh, that's cute. But yeah, these are real magic wands at a real affordable price, and they can be a great way to start practicing the subtle art of the craft. I might start doing more copper handled wands after this batch, and then I'll save the leather for when, if I run out of copper, and I'll, like, you know what I'm saying? It's good to have multiple sources of supply. Anyways, tubes. I should give you an idea what the wands are going to look like when they're all said and done. I think the copper looks nice for these wands, but that's just my opinion. Not that it matters much.